Today I want to talk about, because I wake up to these messages, Luke, how do I motivate myself to go to the gym? How do I motivate myself to get through my chemotherapy cycles? How do I motivate myself to give back in my relationship, or to go through the difficulties of my mother-in-law issues or my father-in-law issues or whatever, my spouse issues? The point is, the word is wrong. The word is wrong. Certain cultures over the years have pushed this word motivation onto all of us. There is no motivation. We can't wake up to 10 YouTube videos to make us go to the gym every day. We can't keep watching videos and hearing speakers telling you to eat your food, and only when you're motivated, you'll eat good food for 2 days, then the motivation falls and you need to listen to the next motivator to motivate you. I'm not against motivational speakers. I motivate a lot through what I do, but I always encourage people to move from motivation to inspiration. But today, that's not easy as well. When you study the subconscious mind, and that's been my favorite subject for the last 13 years, and I've spent quite a bit of time with Dr. Bruce Lipton, who wrote The Biology of Belief, who talks so much about the subconscious mind. I've been his student, he's been my mentor. And the one thing that you constantly learn in life is any change that we want to make, we first need to make it in our subconscious mind. You want to go to the gym today? It's first decided in your mind. You want to make a change in your health? The decision first starts in your mind. But if you decided to go to the gym today because you saw someone working out on Instagram, you go to the gym, great job. But hey, when you don't watch that person tomorrow, you're not going to the gym. I want you to reflect on this very deep statement that I am now going to say. We prioritize what we value. As simple as that. Right now, if your work is important to you and you've prioritized your work over everything else in your life, it's because you've assigned it a particular value. I'm not here to judge you whether you did that or not. Okay? If you've missed your workout for 5 days in a row because, hey, there's a Netflix documentary or a Netflix series that's kept you binge watching, I'm not judging you, but hey, you've prioritized that because you value it more than going for your workout. It's as simple as that. It's the truth. Sometimes we say everyone has different problems. Like, I don't have time for my child. I don't have time for my sick mother. I don't have time for my father. I don't have time for my siblings. I don't have time for my wife, my husband, my girlfriend, my boyfriend. It may be true that you don't have time, but you've prioritized something else. Does this mean you don't value them? No, it just means you need to remind yourself of their value so you can also prioritize them. It is so important for us to look at everything that we're not achieving in life right now. Is it a priority, number one? Have we given it enough of value? If you really love your child and you value your child so much, do you need to be motivated or inspired to look after them? Do you? No. The answer is no. Why? Because you've assigned value to it. If you go and spend your hard-earned money on a diamond ring, not the lab-grown diamonds, like a real diamond, okay, do I need to motivate you or inspire you to take care of it? No, you'll do it. Because there's value assigned to that diamond. You've assigned a value to that diamond. It's hard-earned money. You will look after it. So what about our health? Why do we need motivation? Why do we need motivation to look after this amazing vehicle of life? Without it, we know how we feel. Because we don't value it. We've not assigned, or we value it, but we've not assigned that value. So now, today, anything that you want to change, you want to spend more time building up your relationship, you got to prioritize it. By prioritizing it, you need to assign it value. So if you love your work, I always tell people, the same way you love your work, what if you loved your health and your body that way? What if you loved your partner that way? It's the same thing. It's an energy, right? But what are you getting at work that you're probably not getting at home? Recognition, appreciation, but you come home and you don't get that. There are so many different things to go. Like I said, you're not here to judge. A lot of people are attached to their work because while they probably grew up, not just their childhood, they've never found attachment. So they learned to attach to something else, to work, some to alcohol, some to drugs. We need to understand this. Whatever change, we can't keep, because motivation, we're failing all the time. We're motivated. I want to go off sugar for 1 month. My question is, why 1 month? Get off sugar for today, and then tomorrow, and then day after, and then a week, and then 2 weeks, and then you feel like having it for a day, have it, then get back on track. Why extremes? Why do we need extremes? We don't need extremes. The body doesn't need extremes. If you're eating a lot of sugar, you've come back from a holiday and you ate sugar for 7 days. The next 7 to 8 to 10 days, your body doesn't need that sugar. Just balance it out. But the point is assigning value. So anything today that you've been struggling with, that you need motivation for. Okay, let me give you an example. I had that call this morning. My patient's on her 7th cycle of chemo. And she's saying, Luke, I don't think I can go through this anymore. I don't know if it's worth it and all of that stuff. I'm not motivated anymore. And I said, you don't need to be motivated to go through chemo. You just got to value those two daughters that you have, 9 and 10 years old, your husband who's waiting for you at home, your parents who are still alive. Just give them so much of value that now you automatically are inspired to get through the chemo and go back to that value that you've assigned, which is your family. And that is sometimes how easy it is, but it's also difficult because we're so confused with all the motivation that exists around us. Be strong, do this. If you don't do extremes, you won't achieve in life. No. Look at parents and children and all of that stuff. Where are we assigning value? Today in relationships, people are punishing partners, people are punishing children by taking away the foundations. The foundations of what the human spirit needs. Punish your partner as much as you want, but never ever take away the basics. Punish your children, but never ever make them feel abandoned, never make them feel unloved. You can discipline by still loving. You can love someone and you can still bring change in them, but you want to punish them. The most common thing in couples, ration out the sex, punish from sex, silent treatment. What happens in silent treatment? You're just teaching your partner to be more distant from you. You're teaching your partner, humans cope all the time, to be more distant. You're teaching your partner that, hey, communication doesn't work for us. Of course, take your space. You're angry, you don't want to talk, but communicate. I'm angry. I don't want to talk to you for 1 or 2 days, but then we'll communicate. The point is, we don't understand these things, how they're affecting our life. You're disciplining a child, but you make them feel unloved. No one will love you if you do this. Oh, you're a stupid child. You don't know this, you don't know that. What will people think of you? You don't understand how emotionally damaging this is for a child, and they carry it throughout their entire life. And half the parents out there today and half the people in couples, are unable to love one another the way they want to because they're still going through all of these childhood issues. So sometimes you got to go back and look, and now is the time. Where are you struggling in life? Where do you need motivation? Do you really need motivation to go for a 30-minute walk? There's something seriously wrong with you, and I don't say it in a disrespectful way. I say it in a way that inspires you that, hey, put some value on your beautiful self before you lose it. All of us realize how we feel when we're sick. That's the time we start to value our health. Why do you need to wait for that? So move from motivation to inspiration. It's all about priority and value. Look at the things you've prioritized in your life. It's because you've given them value. Now, what are the real things and people that you need to give value to in your life? Write it down. Do this exercise and then put it into action. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep. And remember, you care is all about you.